There have been a few times up to this point where different individuals involved in Netflix's Narnia's The Magician's Nephew have spoken about the movie publicly. Each of these times has been met with a negative reaction from the general audience and fans. To paraphrase, and you know these things already, but they're listed in the description with the full quotes and sources, I'm just refamiliarizing us. Amy Pascal, a producer on the movie, said it's, quote, a very new take on Narnia. It's all about rock and roll. Rich Gelfand, the CEO of IMAX, as you know, said, quote, this is not your mother's or your grandmother's Narnia. The music is unbelievably contemporary music, which IMAX fans like. I'm not going to say specifically, but things like Pink Floyd and The Doors. You know, that kind of music which people go to see in IMAX. And the editor, Andrew Weisblum, said, quote, you know, it's funny. I've worked on a bunch of projects that are based on source materials, some more well-known than others, and right now I'm working on a film that's the source material is very well-known. Once again, I'm choosing not to refer back to that material because we're doing our own take on it. You know, we did our own take on that. I think that's been true pretty much every time, not to treat any material, even the script, as sacrosanct, because you have to listen to the movie, listen to the footage, listen to the performances, and be open to rewrite and rethink things that aren't 100% what they need to be. End quote. My advice to all of you that have spoken about this movie, and those of you who have not spoken about it, is not to speak about it further, or at all. You do not understand what the general audience is looking for in this story and movie, and forged ahead without proper research and understanding. You chose to take a book set in the summer of 1900 in Britain and turned it into a movie that takes place in the 1950s, has unbelievably contemporary music, rock and roll, and mentioned two bands formed as examples 65 years after the time of the book or a decade after the time of the movie adaptation. IMAX is not all of a sudden about the music. It's about the movies. People go to IMAX for movies like 1917, Dune Part 2, and Oppenheimer. If you're not going to have songs like Here Comes the Sun by the Beatles or Gimme Shelter by the Rolling Stones and Oppenheimer, don't have them in the Chronicles of Narnia. General audiences don't want to see adaptations of well-known stories where someone is choosing not to refer back to the source material because we're doing our own take on it. People don't want someone's take on it. They want someone to edit the movie. I'm not a huge Sonic the Hedgehog fan, but if the initial design of the first movie was not corrected, I would not have watched it. It was corrected, and I saw all three in theaters, and am planning on seeing the fourth movie in theaters. All of you involved in the making of this movie need to talk about the process and good vibes on set. Not your own takes, because people don't want that. If you won't talk about the good times and keep it vague, then stop talking. Irreparable harm has already been done to the narrative of this movie and the movie itself. Stop making it worse. That's my advice to you, Hollywood, but more specifically Netflix and concerned parties. Thank you for listening. I'm the Real Advisor.